Hello my dear students, welcome you all people to our next questions that we are solving word problems, and we have finished up to question number 6. Now we are into question number 7. Let us proceed with question number 7, and that is what? To find the number of notes that Anushka had, complete the following activity. Here my dear students, suppose that Anushka had X notes of rupees 10 is printed wrong over there, it is rupees 100, and Y notes of rupees 50. Okay, Anushka got rupees 2500 from Anand as denominations mentioned above, hence is the question 1. Just read this question. If Anand would have interchanged the number of notes, Anushka would have received rupees 500 less. Read the question properly my dear students so that you understand some part of the question. I give you some time for that. Okay, now what you can do is that, see, they have told that let the number of 100 rupee note be equal to X, the number of 50 rupee note be equal to Y. Try to understand my dear student, this is a note supposing of 100 rupee. This is one note of 100 rupee. So if supposing I have got 4 notes of 100 rupees. So how many rupees I will have? 4 into 100. Rupees 400 I will have, because I have got 4 notes of 100 rupees. Supposing this is a 50 rupees note. Supposing there are only 3 notes of this. So I will have how many rupees because of 50 rupees? I will have rupees 150. Fine. And then in total I will be having rupees 400 plus rupees 150, 550 rupees I will be having in total. At present I have got X notes of rupees 100. So because of this I will be having 100X rupees. Fine. And there are Y notes of rupees 50. So because of this we will be having 50Y rupees. And in total, the total will be this. If I add these two, as I added these two to become 550, when I add these two, they are telling that the amount is 2500. That is what Anushka has got. So, according to information given, what we have this 100x plus sorry my dear students, 2500. So we can reduce this equation by dividing throughout by what, can you guess? See, 10, so I will definitely divide 10, 10, 10, so this will become 10, 5, 250. Then again one more 5 I can divide throughout, and that will divide throughout by 50. So this will give me 2x plus y. 5 is 25, 0. This will be my first equation. Okay. Now what are they telling? If Anand would have interchanged the number of notes. So you try to understand, if the number of notes are interchanged, means what? Means these are now not y, these are x notes, and these are y notes. The number of notes are interchanged. What if supposing these were 3 and these were 4, so now this becomes 4 and this becomes 3. Are you getting? Number of notes is interchanged. That means this becomes x number of notes and this becomes y number of notes. We don't know what the number of notes are. If supposing 4 and 3, so now this will become 3 and 4. X and y, so this will become y and x. But in that case, the money because of 100y will be 100y, and money because of 50 rupees note will be 50x, and then we will have to add these two. Then I will have to add these two. Okay, fine. Because of 50 rupees note, the money will be 50x. Because of 100 rupees note, the money will be 100y. 100y plus 50x. This will be the amount. But what is the amount that Anushka would have received? 500 less. 500 less the previous amount. Previous was 2500. 2500 minus 500, that will be 2000 rupees she will be receiving now. So this is the story, this is the picture. So after interchanging the number of notes Anushka receives. How much? 2500 less 500. Sorry, this is 2000 rupees she will be receiving, and then we have number of notes are interchanged. It is 50x and 100y now. Okay, 50x and 100y, right? Number of x, 50 rupees notes are now x, 50x 100y. So 50x plus, but this time this addition is going to be equal to 2000. Okay, this is how we are going to solve this. So better shift this one. So now, but I will have to reduce this, and because the numbers are same, 50, 100 and no 2000 it is. Initially it was 2500, but still this 2000 also is divisible by 50. So I will reduce them by dividing by 50. X plus 2y 40. This is my second equation. Now I will have to multiply this equation because I have to equate the coefficients, multiplying equation 2 by 2. This will be my equation 3. So now I will subtract the two equations, subtracting equation 3 from 1. Minus 3y, this will give you minus 30, 80 minus 50, 30, so you will get y is equal to minus 30 upon 10. So there are 10 50 rupees note. You have to take the original numbers, not these interchanging. So substituting y is equal to 10 in equation 1. So equation 1 is 2x plus y is equal to 50. Therefore, the number of 100 rupee note is equal to 20. The number of 50 rupee note is equal to 10. Now you can counter check 100 rupees note. Now that means what are they telling? See, in the first case, when there are 100 rupees notes and there are 50 rupees note, in the first case there are 20 100 rupees note and there are 10 50 rupees note. So if I multiply this 20 into 100, this will give me 2000, and if I multiply this 10 into 50, this will give me 500. If I add these two, I am getting 2500 rupees. That is what Anushka got. Okay, And when you interchange the number of notes, means instead of 50 10 rupees notes, you have got 100 10 rupees notes and 50 20 rupees notes. So this will become 10 into 100, that will be 1000 rupees, and this will become 20 into 50, again 100. Fine. So if I add these two, I am getting 2000. That is what she has told, 500 rupees less. See, this is how you have to verify properly. If you understand this verification, how you are going to verify, that means you have understood the question, what you have solved. Otherwise it is not a proper way of understanding. Okay, so this is done. Oh, therefore the number of notes are okay, and total number of notes will be, if at all, here number of notes, we don't know whether we have, these are the number of notes because they have kept it in dilemma, number of notes, therefore total number of notes, (20 plus 10) 30 in total. Better answer the question. Fine. Now coming to question number 8. So question number 8, in a factory the ratio of the workers of skilled and unskilled workers is 5:3. This is the ratio of skilled and unskilled workers. You understand the meaning of skilled workers and unskilled workers. Basically, if you have some skill with you, you are a technician, lathe machine technician, you know how to use some machines, or you know how to paint nicely, you know how to write in good handwriting, detailing, painting, artwork, some or the other skill you have got, then definitely you will be paid more. And if you are not skilled over there and you are doing any other job like just taking down the notes, or cleaning, mopping, or just delivering something from here to there, then you are an unskilled worker. It's considered like this, and then the salary will be different. Skilled workers usually are better paid compared to the unskilled workers. So here they are telling factory of ratio of workers of skilled and unskilled. So you can see skilled is written in the numerator, unskilled in the denominator, 5:3. Total salary of one day of both is rupees 720. If one day salary of one skilled worker and one unskilled worker is taken into account, if you add that, so it will be 720. Find the daily wages of skilled and unskilled workers. This is again very easy, very easy. The only thing is that see, it is a ratio taken. Of course, the same thing, find the daily wages of skilled and unskilled workers. Let the daily wage or wages of skilled worker rupees X fine. And now they are telling the ratio of the two is 5:3. So 5:3 ratio according to the given information, ratio means x upon y. This ratio is equal to 5/3. This is the way you are supposed to write. This is the way you are supposed to write when you are using two variables. My dear students, this you have to remember. When you are going to use two variables, you have to actually take the ratio. Remember my words I am telling now. Whenever you are going to use two variables, two separate variables, x is a separate variable, y is a separate variable, at that time you have to actually divide them. X upon y is equal to 5/3. So if I cross multiply, I will get 3x is equal to 5y. So I will get 3x minus 5y is equal to 0. Simple. That is your first equation. So easy. This should click. That is the only thing. And this comes with practice. Remember, my dear students, there are word problems that you will be having in this chapter, that is linear equation in two variables, and you will be having word problems in chapter of quadratic equations also. In this chapter you will be using two variables, one variable for skilled worker, the other variable for unskilled worker. When this is the case, at that time when you are using two separate variables for two different identities, then when you take the ratio, you have to actually take the ratio x upon y is equal to 5 upon 3. Okay. If it is quadratic equation, then definitely you don't have to take the ratio. At that time the information given to you will be slightly different. Here they are telling total salary of one day of both is rupees 720. So this is the salary, daily wage of one worker, daily wage of second worker. What is given? Skilled worker का one day का salary, unskilled worker का one day का salary. If I add, this salary is equal to 720. This will be my second equation. This is how it is going. Simple. Fine. And now I have to equate this. I will better go for y because they have opposite signs. Multiplying equation 2 by 5. Five 0 5 2 are 10, 5 7 are 35 plus 1 36. Fine. So this is our first and this is our third. So adding equation 1 this is the value of x. I hope you all are understanding what I am doing. By now you are champions of how to solve. So substituting x is equal to 90 in equation 2. This is 630. Okay. So this is all that we have done. Now what is the question they have asked? We have got the value of x and y. Find the daily wages of skilled, that is all. That is the daily wages of skilled and unskilled worker. So how is that? Why this is happening? My dear students, 5x plus 5y is equal to 720 nahi, 5x plus 5y is equal to 3600. So this will become 3600. So this will become 3600 upon 8. 8 4 are 32. 8 5 are 40 and then 0. So this will become x is equal to 450. My dear students, I am very sorry for this. X is equal to 450. this will become, now see, now the point of learning. How did I come to know that I have gone wrong? See my dear student, what is important is definitely what I have done wrong is wrong and it should not be done. But more important is how did I get that I am wrong? See, because I have got the value salary of skilled worker 90, unskilled worker 630, this never happens. Unskilled worker will never get a salary greater. Of course, it is shown also 5 upon 3. Where salary of a skilled worker is in the multiple of 5, whereas it is in the multiple of 3. And they are both are going to have a common multiple. So this is greater and this is smaller. So here I can't have x is equal to 19, y is equal to 630. Something is going wrong and terribly wrong. So x is equal to 450. Are you getting this correction that I have done? It is very simple. I think you must have noticed it before me, but because I was solving and I am going further, so I was not aware of that. So substituting x is equal to 450 in equation 2, x plus y is equal to 720. So x is equal to 450 plus y is equal to 720. So y is equal to 720 minus 450. So this will become 550, 650, 250 I suppose. No, 270. Yes, 270 rupees. So therefore the salary of the, you write it over there, I am not wasting my page over here. Salary in daily wage of skilled worker is equal to rupees 450. Daily wage of unskilled worker equal to rupees 270. Okay, so if you will see the difference, if I add these two, 450 plus 270 will be definitely 720. But if you take the ratio of the two, they are in the ratio 450 upon 270. 0 0 gone. This is 9 5s are 9 3s are 5 upon 3 is the ratio. Okay my dear students, I am very sorry for doing that mistake, but please see, it is very easy for me to just delete this video and make a new video, but I don't do that. Again, it is very simple because I want you all people to learn from the mistakes also. I want you all people to understand how to track your mistake. There is always, you have to keep one thought of yours at the back of your mind, which is always counter checking your answers, that where you are reaching and how you are reaching. Here I got it wrong. See, but it will, most of the times we normally write it, solve it and we forget it. X is equal to 90, y is equal to 630 is our answer, and then we get out. If we definitely if we would have gone to take the ratio, we would have definitely got a wrong ratio. But definitely 90 plus 630 would give you 720. So you would think, chalo, one equation is right, something is going wrong, or maybe you will just ignore it. But one thing is definitely you have to understand that you have to keep it in mind. The moment I told you first itself, skilled worker is always paid higher than the unskilled worker, and that is what they have shown also. X is y 5, x is in the multiple of 5, whereas y is in the same multiple of 3. So x is higher and y is lower. So but then we are getting here, this is how you have to think when you are solving. You have to keep monitoring your questions, your solutions, your thoughts, whatever you are getting. You have to keep on monitoring that. That is important, and that is what you have to learn. Question number 9. When we go to question number 9, Champa went to a sale to purchase some pants and skirts. Her friend asked how many each she had bought. How many each means how many pants and how many skirts she had bought. She replied, the number of skirts is 2 less than twice the number of pants purchased. Now this is a very funny way of replying, really. Is 2 less than twice the number of pants purchased. Also the number of skirts is 4 less than 4 times the number of pants purchased. These are the two equations. Help a friend to find the number of pants and skirts Champa purchased. The most easy method is just chuck Champa and get out from there. Forget, but this is maths. So let the number of pants purchased be equal to X skirts Y. Now what is the first condition they are telling? The number of skirts. What is the number? Now the comparison is between like this, skirts and pants purchased. But then remember, number of skirts, comparison is between number of skirts and twice the number of pants. Twice the number of pants. Number of skirts, no, number of skirts is Y. Number of skirts and twice the number of pants. It is like this. Okay, I'll write more. Number of skirts and twice the number of pants. It really disturbs. Fine. Number of skirts and twice the number of pants. Now what are they telling? The number of skirts is 2 less than. 2 less than what? 2 less than twice the number, means 2 less than twice the number of pants. We will get number of skirts. This is the equation. According to first information, we get number of skirts is Y is 2 less than twice the number of pants. It is equal. So now what do I get? I'll take Y over there and 2 over here. So I'll write 2x minus Y is equal to 2. This will be my first equation. Are you getting? Y I took over there minus Y, 2x minus Y, 2 I take over here, 2, but I write over there. Okay, fine. You can consider it anyway, my dear students, but try to understand. By now you should be able to visualize this. And then in the second equation they are telling, number of skirts is 4 less than number of skirts. Now again number of skirts is Y. It is 4 less. 4 less means 4 less. Then what? 4 times the number of pants. 4 times the number of pants. And then we will get the number of skirts. It is like that. Y is equal to 4x minus 4. But then again same. I hate this. 4x minus Y. And 4 comes over here is equal to 4. This will give me equation 2. Of course they have already got minus y, so I will just subtracting equation 2 from 1 subtraction minus plus minus, this is gone, 2x minus 4x will give you minus 2x minus 2 1. Okay, इतना मगजमारी किया. X is equal to 1. Substituting so 2 ones are 2, this 2 comes over here, 0. What is this? Means she just bought one pant, then she is telling 2 less than number of skirts is 2 less than twice the number of pants. 2 less than twice the number of pants. Yes, if I take twice the number of pants, means 2 pants, 2 less, 0. 4 less than 4 times the number of pants. Of course, same. So she has bought only 1 pant and she has returned. And for that she is making so much of fuss. Okay. Maybe because of that frustration itself she is telling like that. कुछ मिला नहीं ना स्कर्ट तो क्या करने का, तो चलो forget. Question number 10. 10 students from class 10 took part in mathematics quiz competition. So they have told that 10 students, from class 10 students have taken part. Of course 10 students means some boys and some girls have taken part in mathematics quiz competition. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, very easy. Let the number of girls be equal to x. Let the number of boys be equal to y. So we know that x plus y, total number of girls and boys are basically 10. So this is going to be our first equation straight. In the second equation, that if the number of girls is what? X is 4 more the number of boys, that's all. Number of girls is 4 more than number of boys, this is all. So number of girls is 4 more than number of boys. So you get x minus y is equal to 4. So they are already ready adding x is equal to 7. Fine. And then so definitely if you add the total number of students taking part into the quiz competition is 7 plus 3 10, and number of girls is 4 more. 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, that's okay. This is how we have to counter check. So we are through. Maybe we are in the last question, that is question number 11. The difference between two numbers is 26 and the one number is 3 times the other number. This is also easy. Let the greater number be equal to x. Let the smaller number be equal to y. Difference between the two numbers is 26. Now this is the reason why you should always tell greater and smaller. Greater should be written first. Minus smaller is equal to 26. This is given to you. And they are telling one number is 3 times the other number. One number means of course the greater number will be 3 times the smaller number, that is 3 times the smaller number. This is how it is happening. One number is 3 times means 3 into 3 multiplied by smaller number. So according to so we will simply subtract equation 1 and 2. Oh. 39. So x is equal to 39. So if you see the difference between the two, if I subtract the two, I'll get 26, and of course this number is 3 times the number. 39 is 3 times 13. 3 3 is 9, 3 1 is 13. That is right. Okay, fine. Then this way we have completed one more section. See, we have completed majority of problems that are based on formulas, on properties of geometrical figures, and problems that are based on articles and items. There were considerably more number of questions over here, and soon we will go into the next lot of questions. I don't know which they are. Maybe the questions that are based on ages of identities, or there are still lot more number of questions, ages and then digits and then fractions, means numerator and denominator. And then there is a big number of questions that are basically they come for a higher marks, that is based on the laws of science or physics, especially based on speed and time, or based on work done. Okay, my dear students, so let us stop over here. Soon we'll meet and try to complete the next lot. Thank you very much, my dear students. Take care. Enjoy the rain. Thank you.